What is up, guys? Listen to me very carefully. If you are watching this in late 2025 or 2026 and you are still trying to learn AI by watching Andrew Ng's 2012 Coursera course on gradient descent, you are cooking yourself. You are literally studying the steam engine while everyone else is building nuclear reactors. The roadmap has changed completely. 2 years ago, being an AI engineer meant you knew how to train a model. Today, nobody cares if you can train a model from scratch unless you work at OpenAI or DeepMind. The value has shifted. The intelligence is now a commodity. It's cheap, it's accessible via an API. So how do you become valuable in 2026? How do you get that $200,000, $300,000 remote job while sitting in Bangalore or Berlin? You don't build the brain, you build the body that the brain controls. Let's break this down into 3 parts. The current scenario, the God mode stack you need to learn, and what's coming next. First, let's talk about the vibe shift. In 2023, it was all about chat. You type a thing, the bot says a thing, cool. But that's a toy. In 2026, we are in the era of agentic workflows. What does that mean? It means businesses don't want a chatbot that writes poems. They want an AI that can open their email, read a PDF, extract the invoice data, log into QuickBooks, update the ledger, and Slack the finance team without a human touching it. This is the difference between a wrapper and a system. If you are just wrapping an API call to GPT-5, you are dead. You have no moat. But if you can engineer a system where the AI has access to tools, has memory, and can fact check itself, that is where the money is. We have moved from prompt engineering to flow engineering. You are not an AI whisperer anymore. You are an AI architect. Okay, enough philosophy. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. What do you actually need to type into your keyboard to get hired? Here is the 2026 correct roadmap. Number 1, Python. Still the king. Do not touch anything else. But you don't need to be a lead code master. You need to be a master of glue code. You need to know how to stick APIs together. Number 2, the orchestration layer. This is non-negotiable. You need to learn LangChain or LangGraph. Why? Because real-world AI is messy, it loops, it fails. You need a framework that handles the state of the conversation. If you don't understand stateful AI, you are not an AI engineer. Number 3, vector databases and RAG. Retrieval augmented generation is the default now. Companies have terabytes of private data. They aren't training a model on it. That's too expensive. They are indexing it. You need to know Pinecone, Weaviate, or Qdrant. You need to understand embeddings deeply. How do I take a 500-page legal contract, chunk it, and find the exact paragraph that contradicts the new policy? That's your job. Number 4, evaluation. This is the secret sauce. Most people build a bot, test it once, say it works, and ship it. Then it hallucinates and creates a PR disaster. You need to learn frameworks like RAGAS or RAGAS. You need to write code that grades your AI's homework automatically. If you can walk into an interview and explain how you built an automated eval pipeline to catch hallucinations, you are hired on the spot. Finally, what is coming next? Look, by late 2026, writing syntax will be optional. Tools like Cursor and whatever Devin evolved into are doing the heavy lifting. Your job is shifting from how do I write this loop to how do I architect this system. We are moving toward multi-agent systems. One AI agent writes the code, another reviews it, a third writes the documentation, and a fourth deploys it. Your job is to be the manager of these agents. You are the conductor of a digital orchestra. So stop obsessing over syntax and start obsessing over architecture and reliability. The barrier to entry is lower than ever, which means the barrier to excellence is higher than ever. Don't be the guy who just knows how to make an API call. Be the guy who can build a reliable, self-healing agentic system that solves a real business problem. That is your unfair advantage. Now, go build something.